Hey folks, today we have a special beer. This is a beer that I'm pretty sure this is like 5 or 6 years old because there is a beer store in Pennsylvania that I go to sometimes because they, like when I was looking for the new Schlenkerla beers, that's where I went because I know they tend to get that stuff. They tend to get the newer stuff quicker than like some of the smaller stores. So I've been going there for a while. I also, for about a year, I lived like 10 minutes away from there. So I've been there quite a few times. And this is a beer that I believe is a beer that has been there since before I lived like 10 minutes away from there. And that was back in like 2019 to 2020. So we're looking at like 4 to 5 years right there. And then the brewery is somewhat of a special thing as well. So this is the Separatist Beer Project, which some of you may recognize that name. Before they were called this, they were called Soul Artisan Ales. And some of you may know the history about that. But basically, they fucked everyone over on their society thing as Soul, and then they abandoned that and started this thing. So this is... And I got this for fun, because I'm working again. I was there like a month or so ago to get one of the new Schlenkerla beers. So I saw this again, and I was like, "Fuck it! I've got a little bit of money now. I can have some fun." And I know this is a long intro, so you can skip ahead or whatever. But there is some backstory to this, because there isn't a date or anything on this, so I'm trying to like give you some things that this is probably the same bottle that I've been looking at for I don't know, 5 years, something like that. Because I was going to this particular beer store before I lived out there. So yeah. So it's Separatist Beer Project, which is a terrible name, and I actually think they declared bankruptcy or something somewhat recently. I think Human Robot's new location is in their old location in Philadelphia, I believe. But yeah, this is Sketches of Simcoe. Sorry for the long introduction. It is a dry hopped wild pale ale brewed with Simcoe hops. It is 5.8% alcohol by volume. Sketches series. Oh, so I guess they did different hop varieties. Bright and balanced, hoppy and herbaceous. This is just a fun one for me because, yeah. Soul, what they were before Separatist. Man, that is... There we go. Yeah. For a second, I thought that was one of those, like, fancy topper things with the plug on them. But, Soul was one of the first places I started going to beer releases. It's where I met my good friend Tom and a bunch of other people. And basically how I know everybody who I met from As Beers, and how I met like Kyle from No Hype Beer Reviews and Sean and Mike from Nerd Sense and Thomas and the Dutch guys and FLX and I'm blanking on things. My brain sucks these days. So anyway, that looks like it could be a pale ale. It's slightly hazy, not much of a head on it. It does have, I'm getting wafts of like kind of like an acidic, funky kind of thing. Smells good though. Smells good. Yeah, that's like, I don't know, maybe a quarter of a finger whitehead, something. But yeah, let's see what it smells like. Doesn't smell bad. They say herbaceous on there. Lots of herbaceous, like funky, kind of like farmhouse kind of stuff. There's stone fruit. There's a really cool, I think it's coming from the malt, but it's a very kind of earthy, I don't know how to describe that. It smells really good though. Yeah. It smells like it could be kind of acidic, but I've had beers go both ways. I've had beers that smell like they're going to be acidic and not be that acidic, or not smell very acidic and be way acidic. So let's get into it. Let's get the cat hair off the glass first. Cheers. Ooh. Yeah. That is acidic. Ooh. I don't know if I can drink all that. Well, let me acclimate to it first, and then I'll get into it. Oh, holy fuck. Whew. It is sour. It's not bad. It doesn't taste bad. It doesn't taste off. It's just, all right. Usually the third or fourth sip is the lucky one. So let's see. Oh man. Like up front, it wasn't as sour on that sip, but then like after the swallow, like a few seconds after the swallow, it like goes up into my nose. Ugh. Yeah. Peach Pit. It's acidic. It's weird because it's not really messing with me in here, but it's very like sour. So maybe it's sour and not acidic. But it does have an acidity to it. Yeah, Peach Pit. It's not very citrusy. Like usually when you get stuff like this, like usually there's a little bit of citrus with the acidity or sourness, but maybe there might be a little bit of like, I want to say orange or lime in there vibes. Yeah. Oh fuck. So up front on that sip, I was like, oh, this is actually like, settle down. And then like a few seconds after the swallow, it's fucking up in my nose. All right, Yeah. Peachy peach pit. Tastes like you ate a peach and then you're like sucking on the pit. And sour. Yeah. I'm not sure if I would say that this is... Yeah, there's yeastices in there. Yeah. All right. Oh, I got a little more citrus on that sip. Probably because it's got like it's got more of those yeasty things and sediment and whatever in there. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not really palatable though. It's not. I mean, maybe someone would enjoy this, but I would not describe this as a wild pale ale. Dry hop wild pale ale. This is a bit more than that. I keep getting these little tinges of fruitiness. Maybe like a grape thing? Like a grape skin, maybe? Maybe a little bit of kiwi. It definitely is interesting. It's just that sour thing that makes it unappealing. It's giving me a headache, actually. Yeah, so I'm not going to drink any more of that. So this was fun. I kind of wish it sucked more. I mean, it's kind of undrinkable, at least for me. Yeah. It's well made. I gotta give it to them. Well made by a brewery that has a terrible name. And then, yeah. Tangerine. Or clementine. I'm getting a bit of that on the finish now. Oh man, fuck. Yeah, okay. I'm done with this. I hope you're all doing well. I changed my thing. I said, thanks for hanging out. I hope you're doing well. Take care of yourself, take care of each other. You can like this video if you would like to. You can subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You can follow me on Instagram, 93lumber. That's spelled out, 93lumber. We will see you in the next one. Cheers.